Hey, it's Soncerae here, and you would not believe what happened to me yesterday on Tinder. So I used to online date a long time ago. I was on POF.com, and I've made a video about online dating before and that experience, and I got turned off really quickly with online dating. I never liked the dynamic of it. I just think it's, I don't know, people going too fast, you know, every guy on there is a jerk, whatever the case. So last year sometime, I got on Tinder for about a month, and I dated a guy that I met there for about 3 months, and then he got back with the girl that he was with before he met me. So about, let's see, today is Wednesday. So Sunday, I decided I was gonna get on Tinder. So I get on Tinder, and I'm very specific. You know, I'm like, listen, okay? All I want is friends. I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm not into no casual fucking. I'm not into any of that. I just want a drama-free situation, and I'm just trying to get to know people. Nothing complicated. Here's my Instagram. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, short and sweet, right? There is the cover to my Unicorn Atlanta book up there. This picture is up there. A beautiful picture of me in like a pants halter top type of situation. I have a picture of me out at a fashion event. And I think I have like 2 maybe selfies, and it's just a headshot, right? So this is all I have up. So I'm scrolling through guys, and I'm matching with guys, but I'm not matching with a lot of guys because number one, I'm extremely picky. And I say on my profile, yo, if we match some kind of way, that is actually a good sign, because I am saying no to everyone. I'm like, no, 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 no. I mean, and I'm just scrolling X, and it's mainly because what I'm seeing is a lot of niggas, right? Hood niggas, dressed in ball caps, baggy pants, too much colorful shit on, you know, I mean, and I'm just really not feeling it. Too many chains, maybe they have dreads or something, and I'm really just not feeling it, right? Now, people say don't judge a book by its cover, and don't think because of the way someone dresses, that means that's how they act. But that's not how Tinder is built. Tinder is basically, you see a picture, you say whether you like it or not. If you like it, you and that person match, and then y'all can talk. If you don't match, you can't exchange communication with this person. So you gotta go off of their looks at first initially. Now, just how men will say, well, you can't look at how a man is dressed and believe that's who he is, you have to believe that same thing about women, okay? People say women shouldn't dress like a hoe if they don't want people to treat them like a hoe. And to some degree, I believe that. So me, myself, I try to dress conservatively. You know what I mean? I try to look sexy, but at the same time, I'm not wearing too tight stuff all the time, and I'm half naked all the time. I've been there and done that professionally in modeling pictures, but never when I came home and went out to the club, never looked like that, ever. All of my club photos, you never see me dressed like some skank, okay? All of my party appearances, club appearances, anything like that, you never saw me dressed like a skank, okay? I guess a lot of people believe that, you know, because I model lingerie, that I must, in like regular life, dress provocatively, and that's so far from the truth. These stigmas, I gotta get these stigmas out your mind and these stereotypes. I'm looking through pictures, and what I'm noticing is the majority of the people that I'm liking, they happen to be white. They're either white or they're dressed very sophisticated. They look extremely nerdy. They look extremely like they have on a suit or something like that. So I'm noticing this is what I like. But I'm also noticing out of all of the men that I'm choosing, black or white, the only men who I'm matching with are white. None of the sophisticated black men who look like entrepreneurs or really smart guys or nerdy are choosing me. The white guys are. So I'm starting to talk to a whole bunch of white guys. 3 guys asked me out on a date, and one of the white guys was going too fast. He asked me out on a date. I said, listen, can we talk a little while first? I mean, it is the internet, so we can exchange numbers or whatever and talk. He was like, listen, I'm a busy man. I ain't got time for that. Either we gonna move fast and we gonna go on a date now, or I ain't trying to do it. You know me, I keep it moving. I click unmatch, didn't even bother answering him. Just unmatch this, because I'm like, number one, we not about to speed through none of this. Okay, I'm not interested in speed at all. I'm good, right? Yesterday, now mind you, I done been on this since Sunday, so that's Sunday. That's Sunday night. Monday, Tuesday, it's Wednesday, so I kind of barely been on Tinder for a solid 72 hours, okay? So I see this guy and I'm like, oh my God, he's kind of sexy. He's kind of like, he has a straight face, he's not smiling, but he looks nice. He's 6'3". And when I see his initial picture, I didn't even see how tall he was. I just saw that he had a handsome face. He was a white guy and he just looked like really strong. You know what I mean? Like a very statuesque type of person. And I was like, you know, he's attractive. So I'm going to just hit match, right? So I hit that I liked the picture and I found out that we matched. So I go to his profile. I read his profile. It turns out that he's a basketball player. He has a whole bunch of pictures of him working out, him playing basketball, him with some Hawks cheerleaders. But in each one of his pictures, he's the only white guy. It's like he's with other black guys, but he's the only white guy. He's originally from Pennsylvania. He went to Penn State and he moved to Atlanta 2011. So this is what his profile says. And I'm like, okay. Then I read more into his profile. It has his Instagram name on it. And it also says black women preferred. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, right? Right then I just sent him a message. I'm like, yo, you look kind of mean, you know, like in your picture. And he says, that's to keep the thoughts away. And I'm like, what? Like, that looks like it's gonna keep all women away, not just thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So then I sent him a video of mine. I sent him how to tell if a woman is a hoe for dummies. I sent it to him just to be funny. I said, you might like this video, watch this video. I make videos on YouTube. I said, I do comedy videos on YouTube sometimes. I said, it's about thoughts. He said, cool, I'll check it out. And I was like, okay. So then I said, do you go on dates often on here? And he said, no. And I said, well, why not? You know, like I'm thinking, maybe he doesn't see a whole bunch of girls he likes, or maybe I don't know. I'm just trying to get to know the guy, you know, trying to get to know what his experience is. I'm not asking him, does he date so he can date me? I'm just trying to figure out who this person is and what's going on with him in this site. And I generally do that with guys. Like, that's what I did with all of the guys before him. You know, like what was he, number 4? The 3 guys before them, I asked them the same question, you know, how is the site treating you? Like, what's happening with you in the site? I think 2 of the guys were like, I've been talking to some people, but I haven't met anybody in person. And then another guy was like, well, I went on 1 date with the girl and it didn't work out, so I'm looking to go on another date. And so I'm saying to this guy, you know, do you date? And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, why? Like, what's going on? And he's like, because I don't want to. I was like, okay, that's completely obvious, but why don't you want to? Let me show you what this asshole put. Because this is a hookup site and I'm not trying to date. I ain't buying no meals. I'm getting you out of your heels and giving you feels. Okay. First of all, that's what he sound like, a damn pimp. It's your boy Pimp Ivory. My ass is like, ooh, okay. First of all, I got all the pimp lines to rhyme. If that was a joke, I'm gonna need for him to have put an LOL at the end, right? Clearly that wasn't a joke. So I was like, room is the key when you're hung to the knee, hey? First thing I'm thinking in my head, this dude acts just like a nigga. See, the reason why I'm avoiding niggas to begin with is because these are the ways that niggas communicate with women. I carry a cane to keep them insane. Ain't no business like the whole business. Niggas think that that's an appropriate way to approach a woman. Right? Or to communicate with a woman. So I'm avoiding niggas for that very reason. If I wanted a nigga, I would have clicked on a nigga's profile and I'm pretty sure we would have matched. I can match with a whole bunch of niggas because niggas see me and immediately want to date me. If I wanted a nigga, I would have said click on a nigga, right? Slap that hoe like a domino. Can't be sipping when you're on the streets pimping. First, I asked him what a hookup site is. He's like, Google it. First of all, if this was a hookup site, I don't think I would have been asked on a date 3 times already. It wouldn't have went that way. And I say to him, you know, there's plenty of people on this site interacting with each other that has nothing to do with sex. I think all sites are hookup sites. Twitter, in the DM, on the Instagram, Facebook, I mean Snapchat. You can get some sex from anywhere, basically. You don't need Tinder to do that. You can hook up on Facebook Messenger. By this time, I have figured out that I'm having a correspondence with the most sorriest excuse for a man possible. So it's time for me to like skedaddle on out of here. So I say to the nigga, you sound just like a nigga. So his response to me saying you sound like a nigga is, you look like a hoe. Fuck's your point. Guess what I did? Click unmatch, click off Instagram, because he had followed me on Instagram. We had followed each other and we checking each other out, you know, and I'm like, hold on. I think a lot of men forget. A lot of men forget that you cannot just, like, if I look like a hoe to him on this site because I had put up the Unicorn Atlanta promo, that doesn't mean you disrespect me and think that you are gonna get some ass out of this. Like, this leads me to the whole thing that I was saying in one of my previous videos, where I was saying that majority of black women like men who are assholes. Because there's no way humanly possible that he would get away with speaking this way to a woman who is in her right mind. This is how a nigga would talk to a hood bitch and get her to stick around him. Like, ain't no way in hell that was gonna fly by me. Like, come on, son. Like, seriously, if you was really trying to get some ass, you might want to have a little bit more finesse than that. This is what I've been dealing with when I've been dealing with black men or men who think they're black. I like white guys who act like white guys. And I can't stand when people try to say there's no such thing as acting black or there's no such thing as acting white. Yes, it is. Like, come on. That's like saying there's nothing like acting Hispanic. Yes, it is. Like, there's no such way as acting Asian. Yes, it is. Everyone has a specific culture and a specific way that they act. And I don't like when white men try to act like black men. Like, I can dig a white man who acts very strong, very masculine. You know, he just acts like a person, not a specific way. Like, he doesn't speak in a negative, ugly way. You know, he just talks regular. He communicates like a regular human being. You guys don't have to be so nasty and disgusting when you address women. Like, what women are attracted to these pigs? Like, I don't even understand. Like, I do not think that is attractive, and I didn't in no day and age, okay? It wasn't like, oh, when I was younger, I loved the thugs. I wanted them to talk to me this way. What? Please. Even in the abusive relationships I was in, these fools didn't even act like this at the very beginning. Niggas is getting bold, even wiggers. Come on, wiggers, what are you doing? Maybe that's why he wants black women, because maybe a lot of black women, and I said this before, there's a difference between average black women and exceptional black women. Average black women may have got wet in their pants when they read that. Me, I did not. I was not okay with it. I was like, I am good. Like, oh no, you will not speak to me disrespectfully in any kind of way. I don't care if you think I'm a hoe or not. You can think I'm a hoe all you want to. You ain't about to walk up to me like addressing me that way and I'm about to answer you. Get out of here. Shut the front door. I basically end the conversation with casual sex is boring to me. I don't even see how many even do it. It's funny when Daddy-O acts like a fool. We call him Pimp C because his middle name starts with a C. So when he starts acting like a butthole sometimes, he'd be like, you don't want for Pimp C to come out. Like, you damn straight. Like, don't bring out Pimp C. Do you know the 48 laws of pimping? Listen up, white guys. Stop listening to rap music. It's killing your whole vibe. Black women are laughing at you when you act like that. Real black women who are intellectual, they ain't falling for that. I'm gonna need for you to take that somewhere else, boo. Take that behavior straight to the hood, because that's where it belongs. I got all the pimp lines to rhyme. Room is the key when you're hung to the knee. Ay, I carry a cane to keep them insane. Ain't no business like the hoe business. Slap that hoe like a domino. Can't be simping when you're on the streets pimping.